means so much for these people. Something was inside this man that needed to accomplish something, that needed to make, as he said, his notch in history, that he told a friend at one point. She was very sick when the Spanish-American War broke out. He said, even if Edith had been dying, and you know how much I loved her, I would have had to leave her bedside to go to be a Rough Rider, to make my notch in history. So what is it about these people? I mean, Franklin's saying when he's 25, I'm going to be president, or I want to be president someday. I mean, with Eleanor, it's different. I think for her, it's a gradual, step-by-step process. And in some ways, thank God for the affair that he had with Lucy Mercer in 1918, because it gave her an independence that allowed her to go outside the family without feeling guilty about her children and her mother-in-law. And she learned she could speak in a way that she hadn't known before, articulate causes, become Eleanor. I mean, the first lady, as you say, to do everything. You know, to speak at a national convention, the first lady to hold press conferences where she invited only female reporters, so that an entire generation of female journalists get their start simply because of Eleanor Roosevelt's press conferences. I mean, that's what's so extraordinary, is to see that layer of sadness producing these people and the impact it has on the country. It is a magical process.
I agree completely with what Doris says, that if you use biography not just to sort of promote individuals, that's hagiography, but if you understand them as the vessel through which you can understand a particular age, see the way in which their actions influence that age, and more importantly, in some respects, the way that age influences who they are, you're in good stead. Theodore Roosevelt is a little bit safely protected in our popular imagination. Franklin Roosevelt is more of a lightning rod, and so depending on your politics, he's the socialist, communist, betrayer of democracy, or the greatest president clearly in the 20th century, and for a Lincoln man, someone who's come up almost to parity with Lincoln, if not parity with him. But Theodore Roosevelt is sort of, because he's a little bit farther away, the romance of him seeps through. And we have to understand, as Doris has suggested here, how complex, how much undertow there is. This is a man who idolized his father, but felt his father had committed the worst sin possible. His mother, an unreconstructed Southerner, had urged her husband not to fight against the South, and he had done what many rich people did, has bought a substitute. And this was a blot and a stain that Theodore Roosevelt tried to overcompensate for his entire life. He pushed himself into situations that he thought war was a kind of beneficial thing, a healthy kind of, like a storm passing